Hey, what's poppin'? JinBop here. Today I'm reading a couple more tweets that you guys sent at me. I tweeted out once again for you guys to send some questions my way. I also am joined here today by both Muffin and Dumpling. So, yeah, I think it's nice to have them along. They haven't really been in any of my videos lately, but now I get to just grab them and bundle them up. Just sort of want to stay like this for the rest of the video, but I should probably actually get to reading these tweets. Alright, first one's from LM Chen, who says, what was your favorite memory in your life? I think my favorite memory in my life was when I, with my brother, brought home an N64 with my parents. Because it was sort of the first console that we really owned and had enough games to enjoy. I think that's sort of like the launching point of when I started getting into gaming as well. When was that? I remember getting it the same year that it came out. We got it the winter that it came out. And it came out in 1996, so I think I was only 4 at the time, actually. So, yeah. Favorite memory in my life is the one that sort of defined me as a person. It's more sort of when I got access to video games. Alright, Mystery Bunny asks, what's your favorite class in Fire Emblem Birthright and Awakening? SWORDMASTER! Okay, so those of you who don't know this about me in RPGs and all those sorts of games, I always pick the high dexterity, high critical chance characters that use swords. Those guys are cool! Okay, yes, I know thieves and assassins use swords too, but they're not like samurai ninja people. That's what's cool. I'm ranting about Fire Emblem again. Swordmasters. I like people who use swords. Alright, next one's from Sushi Roll, who says, can I has a hug? I've had a bad week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sushi Roll. Hope things get better for you. We all have bad weeks. I know exactly what a bad week feels like. I've had bad months before. Unfortunately, I can't really give you a hug because there's sort of a monitor in the way, but if I could hug you guys, I totally would. There's probably a couple of you guys out there who are like, oh god, no! Don't fucking touch me, Jin. But yeah, no, I sympathize, you guys. I've had cruddy weeks and cruddy months before. In fact, when I was in high school, I used to have whole cruddy years. But, like all things, it'll pass. Things will get better. Maybe play some video games. Watch some JinBop gaming. Take your minds off it for a second, huh? Alright, next one's from Phoenix Drop, who says, how do you feel about the fact that you've influenced a lot of people to act like you and get Necos and jackets like you? I feel like I should be sponsored, man. I'm selling all these jackets and all these Necos, and I ain't getting shit for it. I don't know who actually makes these Necos. I know it's a Japanese company because all of these are made in Japan and then imported to the US. But whoever they are, I feel like I need to reach out to them with an email, or they need to come to me with an email and be like, hey, maybe we can work out something together, you know? Like, I get free Necos and I'll talk about them in my videos. I just want free stuff. Besides, I don't think it'd be terrible if Muffin and Dumpling had a couple more friends to play with. Oh, look at that. He's got a cute little, he's got kanji on his ear. He's got little symbols. This is the 25th anniversary edition Neko, just so you guys know. Yeah, there's different like types of Necos. I didn't know this. Apparently, Muffin is a snow Neko and they don't make those anymore, so they're super rare because everyone's been asking me where you're supposed to find one. And I'm just like, found him at an anime convention. Yuma Soto asks, I'm gonna ask you something. Between two movies, Transformers 4 or Ratchet and Clank, which do you choose? Ratchet and Clank, hands down, one of my favorite franchises ever for the PS2. I'm also really not a fan of the Transformers movies simply because I'm not really a fan of the style in which Michael Bay directs film. So I've talked about this a little bit, but I'm actually sort of a cinematography nerd, and I love studying the way that directors put together films and how that affects how we see them. There's a really good video somewhere on YouTube done by a YouTuber called Every Frame a Painting, where he actually talks about the style in which Michael Bay directs all of his films. And I have to agree with a lot of what he says. I don't think I've ever really watched a Michael Bay film and anything about it in particular stuck in my head, just because, well, it's a very chaotic and frantic directing style. As for Ratchet & Clank, I just think Ratchet & Clank is fucking cool because, I remember booting up Ratchet & Clank for the first time, playing through it, and being completely wowed that the Devastator was the lamest weapon in the game. I'm serious! A rocket launcher called the Devastator is the lamest weapon in the game because everything else is just so much cooler. The Sheepinator, the Suck Cannon. You want to go into Going Commando and up your arsenal as well. There's the Plasma Whip. There's fucking, even the Shock Blaster is just a cool weapon. I don't know. I just love Ratchet & Clank and all the crazy weapons it has. You know, it's a pretty cool universe. I'm going to say Ratchet & Clank. Next one is from Cassandra Fox, who says, have you heard of Leafy is Here? If not, can you react to one? I love you and Muffin. I have, in fact, heard of Leafy is Here, and a couple of my friends actually watch him. I also know he does CSGO surfing because I watched a couple of his videos as well. I used to do surfing a lot as well. I wasn't any good at it, but I remember back when I played Counter-Strike Source, that was sort of the main thing that I did, is just sit on surf servers and fall a lot because I was bad. As for reacting to one, I'd rather not do that just because I stand against reaction videos as a concept. I think YouTube is great because we're able to put ourselves into our videos, and I like to believe that Leafy works really hard in his videos, because I do too. And to me, just taking someone else's video, putting it in the corner of my screen, and then just sitting there reacting to it does not constitute content, because it's not demanding anything of me. It doesn't demand my creativity, it doesn't demand me to have anything other than a reaction, which everyone in the world has. That aside, the other reason I stand against reaction videos is that it takes away the base reason for you to watch that video. I'm always of the opinion that if you guys like a YouTuber, you should do everything you can to support that person and watch their videos. If I were to have one of Leafy's videos here on my channel, and there are people here who don't watch Leafy and they see that video, there's no longer a reason for them to go to Leafy to watch that same video. It takes away support from potential viewers, and that's not something I'd ever want to do. In fact, I feel like I should just say this, just as a thing. If you guys watch reaction channels or reaction videos, I highly encourage you to go the original and just give it a click. You don't even have to rewatch the whole thing, just give it a click, because you need to support the people who are creating this stuff, instead of the people just sitting there taking the content and reacting to it. Got a little bit preachy there, didn't mean to preach, but that's just sort of my personal opinion on things. This one's from Galaxy Scree, who says, I love you, Jin, you're the best, and you're so cute and purple and kawaii, and I just want to hug you, you're special, and your Crafting Dead's characters scream. Thank you. I really don't know what else to say about that. Thank you. It's really awesome getting support from you guys. So, alright, next one's from Alexis, who says, what is your first video game you've ever played? The first video game I ever played was Sonic the Hedgehog. My family used to have a Sega Genesis, and that was like the one game our family really owned for it. Toward the mid-90s, though, my family got their hands on an N64, and the game that came with it was Ocarina of Time. And that's the one that really got me into gaming. But as for the first game I actually did play, it was Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. Alright, this next one's from Ender Sky Chen. It says, why are you so hot? I really don't think I'm that attractive. I feel like I'm very average looking, but, you know, whatever floats your boat, man. Actually, these past few weeks, I feel like I've put on a little bit of weight. There's like some chub in my cheeks. I hate my cheeks! Had I the choice, I would be more fit and have a trimmer figure and a less fatty face. That's what I really care about. I hate these cheeks! I was gonna start filming all my videos like this from here on out. Don't worry, I've been dieting and exercising these days, so hopefully in the future I'll be, hotter and sexier, which are two things that I don't think I'm really any of right now. Alright, next one's from Haley, who says, do you like story-based games or actual game-playing-based games? And what type of story and gameplay? For me, I don't know. I feel like any mixture would work between story and gameplay as long as it's done right. I've played games that are entirely just story, which are visual novels. I've played games that are just entirely just mechanics and not really any story inherently behind them, like arcade games. You guys ever played a video game and you're just like watching cutscenes and you're just like, I don't really fucking care what happens? Or you just laugh when someone dies because you don't really care? That's bad writing, and that's bad story implemented into a game. Story ideally should give you an impetus to action. It should give you a reason to act and a reason to care about why you're getting through the next level. It's actually part of the reason I have such a problem with Call of Duty. I mean, don't get me wrong, Call of Duty's not a bad franchise, it's just a really repetitive franchise. Watch this cutscene, shoot guys until you get to this place. Watch that cutscene, shoot more people till you get to the next place. It's sort of not very involved. Needless to say, I'm gonna get like so many COD fanboys just attacking me in the comments below. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright, this last one's from Tem Assassin, who says, purple is a royal color. Does that mean you're royal? No. So the story behind why purple is a royal color is during the long time ago in the Byzantine Empire, they discovered purple dye could be made from something. I don't know the specifics, but point being, it was kind of rare and it was hard to get a hold of, so only the royalty bought it, or rather, only the royalty had enough money to buy it. Either way, that's the reason why purple's a royal color. As for the reason I'm wearing it, it's because this is the jacket that I happened to be wearing when I filmed my first YouTube video a year and a half ago. Almost 2 years at this point, not that I think about it. This thing is old. I should probably get a new one. And I don't know, that just sort of sticked. Like after my first video, I'd be like, hey, maybe I should make this whole purple jacket a thing. So I kept wearing it, and I'm still wearing it today. It's sort of like become my trademark, the purple varsity jacket with the hood. Although at some point I would like to wear something different on camera, just because, well, I have a bit more of a wardrobe than this, and I'd like to show it off and not just wear the same thing all the time. But I'm worried that if I change, even in the slightest, people are gonna freak out. Because I've seen my Instagram, I've read my comments, people flip out if I even just move my hair, just like that. People lose their shit. But alright, you guys, thank you for all the tweets. Thank you for all the nice words. Thank you guys for all the support you've given to this channel. You guys like this video? You like the tweets I've read and my reaction to them? Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at JinBop Gaming so you guys know when my next tweeting video is going to be. I also do a lot of other stuff on Twitter. You guys can see my photoshopping tweets videos and, well, sort of this and photoshopping tweets. I like doing these videos. These are kind of fun because it actually gets you guys involved, and you guys are as much a part of the channel as I am. Just want to make that clear. This community is what makes JinBop Gaming, not just some fucking Asian dude sitting at his computer yelling obscenities. That's what makes YouTube great. People shouting into microphones. Anyways, I'll be coming to you guys with some more gaming-related content in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But until then, you guys, thanks again so much for watching. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye, bye.